Jasmine, and today we're gonna be making an epic cheesy volcano fried rice. It's absolutely delicious, packed with flavor. It's savory, it's spicy, slightly sweet, and there's bacon, garlic, and cheese. So we can't go wrong with this dish. I've already prepped all the ingredients, so let's start cooking. We're gonna start by making the fried rice. I'm adding some chopped bacon to my pan over medium heat, and we're gonna cook it until it's about halfway done. We're gonna let the bacon fat render. Oh, it smells so good already. We can add in our garlic and our green onions. Gotta get every last bit. We're just gonna let that cook for a couple of minutes so the garlic and the green onions can soak in the flavor of the bacon. It smells so good, I just can't focus. I can't focus when I can't talk and smell this at the same time. Once it looks something like this, we can go ahead and make some space in the middle and throw in our chopped kimchi. Now you can drain your kimchi if you'd like, but because I'm aggressively in love with the intense flavor of condensed kimchi juice, I will not be draining it. So we're gonna cook down the kimchi until it dries up a little bit and turns from this vibrant dark red to a little bit of a reddish brown. We wanna make sure that it's well reduced. Otherwise, once we add in the rice and the sauce, it's just gonna be one soggy, wet mess. Also, if you're not a huge kimchi fan, you can reduce the amount of kimchi in here or even just take it out completely. But if you haven't tried cooked kimchi, I really do recommend that you try it because it tastes so different from raw kimchi. Free facial. So once your kimchi looks something like this, we're ready to add the sauce. And to make the sauce, we're just going to add in 2 tablespoons of gochujang, which is Korean red pepper paste, 2 tablespoons of mirin, which is sweet rice wine, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, and 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. And just give it a good mix. Just gonna pour it all over the kimchi, bacon, garlic, and green onions. I mixed all the sauces first in a different bowl. I think it helps break down the pepper paste better and mixes in better, but you can add it directly to the pan if you want. Perfect. Let's mix this up until it's well combined. Wow, the smells are immaculate in my apartment. Yum! Okay, this is coming together so nicely. I'm gonna add in 2 cups of leftover rice. Leftover, okay guys? Leftover rice. You can use fresh if you want to, but then don't get mad at me if your fried rice is wet and soggy. Use leftover rice. Gonna break up the larger chunks and just get all of this well incorporated. We're gonna cook the rice for 3 to 4 more minutes, and I'm actually gonna let the rice crisp up on the bottom. When my best friends and I made fried rice in college, we would always let the rice crisp up, and then we would fight for that scorched rice because the texture is just so so good. It's actually a very popular snack amongst Koreans. It's called nuringji, and it's literally just scorched rice. It's so good. All right, y'all, this looks about done. So we're gonna turn off the heat and we're going to transfer this into my volcano-shaped bowl. And while I'm 1000% positive that every single one of you has a volcano-shaped bowl, in the off chance that you don't have a volcano-shaped bowl, you can just use a small to medium-sized bowl, as deep as you can find. This is the bowl I'm using. I usually use this for my noodles, and it's actually the perfect volcano shape. Let's carefully transfer all of our fried rice into the bowl, and we're gonna press it down until it's compact. Now we're gonna safely flip this onto our new pan. Your heat should not be on yet. Don't burn yourself. I'm actually gonna put the pan on top of the fried rice. And we're gonna flip it. Ta-da! Okay. Give it a little jiggle so it comes out. Ah! I'm gonna indent the top a little. Careful, if you press too hard and too fast, it will break apart. Ooh, I'm getting so excited. Why is food so fun and so good? I'm gonna make a fat crevice over here so we can get a lot of egg and cheese lava. Our volcano looks ready for the egg and cheese lava. Let's turn our heat back on to medium. And it's time for some action, baby. I have 4 whisked eggs in here, and I'm just gonna pour it over our volcano. Oh my God. Ah! It looks so good. Cheesy goodness, guys. I'm gonna top it with mozzarella and just pour it all over our eggs. If you love cheese, you know, I'm not stopping you from adding more. If you want to go the extra mile, sometimes I like to add sweet corn, and it just, oh, food heaven. We're gonna cover our pan just until the eggs cook through and the cheese melts. Avoid overcooking your eggs because we don't want it to be dry and rubbery. We want it to be light and fluffy. All right guys, looks about done. This is the cheesy volcano fried rice. A delicious kimchi fried rice surrounded in an egg and cheese moat topped with even more cheese. This is a good day. Moment of silence, please. Sometimes food just needs a moment to shine. Wow, that's so good. Of course, it's not too different from your average kimchi fried rice, but making it like this is so fun. I'm gonna invite my boyfriend to try it. George, you wanna come try this?
Sure. Whoa, that is beautiful.
I kind of ruined it.
Well, I mean, it already looks so good. The lava's flowing out.
You wanna try?
Yes, I would love to.
Good?
You did a good job. That's so good.
All right guys, we're gonna go ahead and finish the rest of this. If you end up making the cheesy volcano fried rice, make sure to take a picture and tag me on Instagram. And if you wanna see more of my content, make sure to subscribe to Bring Me. Bye guys!
Oh yes!